Good afternoon. Let's start with a truth that most people forget. You are the foundation of your entire life. If you don't love you, nothing you build will last. Every relationship, every business, every dream, you are the common denominator. So if your cup is empty, what do you think you're pouring into the world? Self-love isn't arrogance. It's self-respect. It's waking up and choosing you, not in a selfish way, but in a necessary way. It's saying, I matter, my health matters, my peace matters, my voice matters. It's knowing that you don't need to prove your worth. You simply need to honor it. Start your day by speaking kindly to yourself. Speak to your reflection like someone you're responsible for encouraging. Replace criticism with compassion. You're doing better than you think. Don't wait for others to validate you. Be your own biggest fan, your own safe place, your own encourager. That's where real power begins. When you love yourself, you stop chasing people. You stop begging for approval. You start attracting better because you believe you deserve better. And when your inner world is strong, your outer world begins to align. So today and every day, start here. I am enough. I am worthy. I am growing. I am loved. Self-love is the foundation of all success because it shapes how we think, act, and react in every area of our lives. When you truly love yourself, you stop sabotaging your own progress. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop tolerating environments, relationships, and habits that drain your energy and steal your potential. You begin to move differently, more intentionally, more confidently, more boldly. Without self-love, success becomes fragile. You might achieve something externally, but internally you'll still feel unworthy, insecure, or anxious. That inner void makes you second, guess your wins, downplay your abilities, and live in fear of losing it all. But when you root your life in self-love, success becomes sustainable because it's not built on proving yourself to others. It's built on honoring yourself. Loving yourself means you value your time, your peace, your talents, and your purpose. You don't chase people or beg for validation because you've already given that to yourself. You treat yourself with care, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And that sets the standard for how the world treats you. Think of self-love as the soil from which all your achievements grow. Without fertile soil, nothing thrives. But when that foundation is strong, anything is possible. You show up with more energy. You take bigger risks. You believe in your vision, and when setbacks come, and they always do, you don't collapse. You bounce back because your sense of self wasn't built on external things, but on something deeper, something internal and unshakable. So if you want to build something lasting, whether it's a business, a dream, a relationship, or a legacy, start by building yourself. Pour love into your soul. Talk to yourself like someone worth rooting for. That's not fluff. That's the ground where real success grows. Your external life is nothing more than a mirror, reflecting the beliefs you hold deep inside. Every result you see, your relationships, your finances, your health, your opportunities, is influenced by the thoughts you consistently entertain and the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you deserve. If, deep down, you believe you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not worthy of love or success, those beliefs will shape your actions and decisions in subtle but powerful ways. You'll hold back. You'll settle. You'll sabotage opportunities without even realizing it. On the other hand, when you believe you are valuable, capable, and deserving of great things, your energy shifts. You walk into rooms differently. You speak up. You take more chances. You surround yourself with people and environments that match your belief in your worth. It's not magic. It's alignment. Your outer world rises to meet the expectations of your inner world. That's why working on your mindset is not optional. It's the foundation. To change your life, you must first change your beliefs. Upgrade the way you think about yourself, and watch how the world around you begins to transform in response. The inside always drives the outside, The way you speak to yourself in the morning sets the emotional tone for your entire day. Before the world has a chance to tell you who you are or what you're worth, your inner voice lays the foundation. That's why speaking to yourself with kindness first thing in the morning is not just a nice idea, it's essential. Your mind is most impressionable in those first few moments after waking, and the words you choose can either fuel your confidence or drain your spirit. When you wake up and immediately criticize yourself, your body, your past, your mistakes, you start the day already feeling behind. But when you begin with gentle encouragement, something shifts. Try saying, "I'm proud of how far I've come," or "Today I choose peace, growth, and love." These aren't just empty words. They're reminders that you deserve compassion from the one person you're guaranteed to live with for life, yourself. Kind self-talk in the morning plants seeds of resilience, hope, and motivation. It helps you show up in the world as someone who feels grounded, strong, and centered. And over time, this simple practice doesn't just change your mornings, it changes your life. You don't need approval. Honor your own worth. Waiting for others to validate your value is a losing game. People's opinions shift with their moods, their insecurities, their circumstances. And if your self-worth is tied to their approval, you'll forever be at the mercy of something you can't control. True confidence comes when you stop seeking permission to be enough and start recognizing that you already are. Honoring your worth means recognizing that your value isn't based on how many people like you, agree with you, or praise you. It comes from within, from knowing that your existence, your experiences, your voice, and your journey matter. You don't have to fit into anyone else's mold to be significant. You were never meant to. When you stop chasing approval, you reclaim your power. You begin making choices based on alignment, not anxiety. You stop saying yes when you mean no. You speak more freely, dream more boldly, and walk through life with a confidence that doesn't need applause to feel valid. You are not here to earn your worth. You are here to express it. And once you truly believe that, the need for external validation fades. You don't need a spotlight when you already carry your own light within. Negative self-talk is one of the most damaging habits we carry, often without realizing it. Those quiet whispers in your mind that say, "I'm not good enough, I always mess things up," or "I'll never succeed," may seem harmless in the moment, but repeated daily, they shape your self-image, your confidence, and your entire reality. If left unchecked, these thoughts become beliefs, and those beliefs begin to silently guide your actions, keeping you stuck in cycles of fear, doubt, and hesitation. Replacing those thoughts with affirmations of strength is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a healthier internal dialogue that supports your growth. When you catch yourself in self-criticism, pause and reframe it. Instead of, "I'm not smart enough," say, "I am learning and improving every day." Instead of, "I always fail," say, "I have everything it takes to overcome this." Affirmations are not magic. They are mental training. They remind your mind of who you're becoming and shift your focus toward your strengths rather than your flaws. Over time, what you say to yourself becomes what you believe. And when you believe in your strength, resilience, and worth, you begin to live like someone who is meant to win. Especially self-love is often misunderstood. Many are taught to believe that focusing on yourself is selfish or egotistical. But the truth is, love is not selfish. It is essential for your growth, peace, and overall well-being. When you love yourself, you're not putting yourself above others. You're simply acknowledging that your needs, feelings, and dreams matter too. You're giving yourself the care and attention you so freely offer everyone else. Without self-love, it's easy to get lost in the noise of the world, trying to please everyone, seeking constant approval, running on empty just to keep up. This leads to burnout, resentment, and emotional fatigue. But when you begin to love yourself, you start creating space for healing, joy, and growth. You set healthy boundaries. You stop tolerating things that drain you. You begin to build a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. Self-love creates peace because it teaches you to be your own source of acceptance. And from that inner peace comes strength. You can give more to others, not less, when you're whole. Love isn't selfish. It's the starting point of everything good, powerful, and lasting in your life. Your energy is a silent language. It speaks before you open your mouth, and it draws in the people, opportunities, and outcomes that match it. The energy you carry is shaped by how you treat yourself, and that begins with self-respect. When you respect yourself, your energy shifts into something solid, grounded, and magnetic. You walk into a room with quiet confidence. You speak with clarity. You don't chase. You attract. Self-respect is more than just liking yourself. It's about honoring your time, your boundaries, your values, and your well-being. It's saying no when something doesn't feel right, even if others don't understand. It's choosing environments that uplift you, relationships that value, and habits that strengthen you. When you live like that, your energy becomes cleaner, more focused, and more powerful. People respond to what you project. If your energy says, "I'm unsure of myself," life will echo that back. But if your energy says, "I know who I am, and I honor myself," you'll begin to notice a shift. Better conversations, stronger connections, and more aligned opportunities. Raise your energy not by pretending, but by practicing daily self-respect. The world adjusts to how you treat yourself, whether you realize it or not. When you truly begin to value yourself, everything changes, especially the boundaries you set. You no longer tolerate things that drain your energy, disrespect your time, or disturb your peace. Instead, you start to protect yourself, not out of fear, but out of love. Setting boundaries isn't about building walls. It's about creating clarity. It's about defining what's okay and what's not, and being brave enough to honor those limits, even if others don't agree. Many people struggle with boundaries because they're afraid of being seen as rude or selfish. But when you value yourself, you realize that saying no is not unkind, it's honest. You stop over-explaining. You stop sacrificing your well-being to make others comfortable. You understand that people who genuinely care about you will respect your limits. The market pledge better, and those who don't were never meant to have that much access to you in the first place. Boundaries are not a rejection of others. They are an act of self-respect. They protect your energy, your focus, your heart, and they send a clear message to the world: I know what I deserve, and I will not accept less. That's what valuing yourself looks like in action. It's freeing, and it's necessary. Your journey begins with you. No matter where you're going, no matter what you're striving for, it all starts within. Too often, we search for direction in the world around us, waiting for someone to hand us a map or tell us who we should be. But the truth is, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. And if that relationship isn't built on love, the road ahead will always feel heavier than it needs to. Choosing to walk your journey with love means embracing your flaws, forgiving your mistakes, and encouraging your growth at every step. It's being gentle with yourself when you stumble, and proud of yourself when you rise. It's listening to your inner voice instead of the noise of doubt. You don't need to have it all figured out to move forward. You just need to walk with compassion and trust in your own pace. When you approach your life with love, you stop measuring your worth by how fast you're going or how far others have gone. You focus on being real, not perfect. And that shift, that deep, quiet love for yourself, becomes the strength that carries you through every part of your journey. So here's the truth. Everything you're searching for, peace, confidence, success, connection, it all begins with how you treat yourself. Self-love is not a luxury or a trend. It's a daily decision. It's the foundation that supports every dream, every relationship, every goal you pursue. When you choose to love yourself, to speak kindly, to honor your worth, and to protect your peace, you shift your entire life. You stop living for approval and start living in alignment. You stop doubting your value and start standing in your power. And with each small act of love, each boundary, each affirmation, each moment of grace, you begin to rise. So every morning, remind yourself you are enough. You are capable. You are deserving of everything good that life has to offer. This isn't selfish. This is survival. This is strength. Your journey begins with you. So walk it with love, speak with belief, act with purpose, and never forget, the world reflects what you believe about yourself. Believe something beautiful. Believe in you.